photos have emerged of Donald Trump in golf gear and smiling after the second attempt on his life in just 2 months. Let's bring in now our Sky News contributor, Kosha Gada, to discuss. Kosha, this is highly concerning, another assassination attempt. What has been the reaction from Kamala and Joe Biden, along with the former president today?
Really concerning, and just stepping back really quickly, Sharri, it really is such a remarkable day, and I feel very sad for my country that there's this level of hatred out there, whether directly or stoked or, every which way in between. And I do fear for the former president that now this has not happened for 40 years in the history of the country. The last one was Ronald Reagan's attempted assassination. And now in a matter of 62 days, you have not one, but 2 attempts. So it is highly, highly concerning. In terms of the reaction, Kamala Harris put out a statement that I think, was appropriate. She condemned all forms of violence as it has no place in America, and expressed relief that President Trump is safe. I will say that it felt a little bit boilerplate to me. I think she actually missed an opportunity to do something more vice presidential, such as a live televised address from the West Wing or something like that might have helped take down that temperature. But at least, the statement was out there. President Biden put a statement out, I think, hours late. It was 3 hours late and after the vice president, which I don't think was a good look. And I also really quickly looked at other people like former President Obama, Michelle Obama, Vice President Mike Pence, Dick Cheney, all these people who are obviously not big fans of Trump. There was the silence, I think, was quite conspicuous. I didn't see a lot of statements coming out from them, and I think that's something that's a little bit unfortunate because this really is a serious matter.
Yeah, they claim to care about democracy. Well, democracy means both candidates staying alive before and after the election, and I think there are serious concerns that Donald Trump may not survive an assassination attempt. I think this is a genuinely terrifying prospect. Now, we got another indication today that Trump hasn't taken Taylor Swift's endorsement of Kamala Harris well. He wrote on social media, "I hate Taylor Swift." But surely this reaction, Kosha, won't go down well either, given she is literally one of the most popular figures in, well, not just the US, but globally.
Yes, I think, that's Trump being Trump with his 4-worded tweet that drove all these media cycles. I think the whole Taylor Swift thing, it's great for commanding attention in the media cycle and sucking up the oxygen, just given the name brand that she is. And Trump knows how to play into that for better or for worse. I don't know that she's really going to influence too many opinions of undecided voters, the few remaining ones in the swing states. But the biggest value she brings is potentially her contributions to database of voters, because since we don't have mandatory voting in the U.S., as you know, so much about it is the turnout game and the machinery of both parties being able to target those last few remaining voters who may not have turned out to vote in the swing states. And she's got this database of hundreds of thousands of concert goers, people that are typically low propensity voters because they're young and they're not inclined to show up at the polls. And if she can convert even 1% to 2% of those people to show up and vote, that potentially is problematic. And I think the counter to that is going to be the Republican Party doing everything they can to drive turnout from their base to counter what I would call the Taylor Swift database effect.
Yeah, I think it is possible, though, that people like their favourite pop star but don't necessarily follow their political insights. And as many have pointed out, she is the woman famous from making wrong decisions, at least when it comes to men. So there you go. Look, just 20 seconds, Kosha. There's claims on social media. We don't know if they're credible or not. They're probably not credible, that a US whistleblower says that the questions were given to Kamala Harris before the debate.
Yes, regardless of the veracity of those comments, I think what it's highlighting and underscoring is what we all saw with our own eyes in terms of the lopsided nature of the moderators and that. What's interesting here is it's getting a lot of weight and traction from people like Bill Ackman and Elon Musk that are asking Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, that's the parent company of ABC, to investigate, which is interesting. But other than that, as you say, who knows what's going to come from this.
All right. Always great to have you on the show, Kosha Gada. Thank you.